everyone, and welcome to Piko Tutorials. Today we wanted to go over some viewing features that Piko has available to it. There's three main ones that we're going to focus on today: Smart Search, Zoom windows, and dewarping of 360 or fisheye cameras. So let's get started with Smart Search. So like we've talked about in a few other videos, you drag the camera onto the viewing grid, and from here you can see your camera. Now, by default, Pico is going to show you all the motion with the green like we've talked about before. Now, say I want to find a specific area. I know a specific area of an event took place, however, I don't know exactly what time. What you can do is you can click on the Smart Search feature here, and then from here, I can highlight an area. Now, from here, you're going to see my timeline as I zoom in is going to have different red marks on it. So now, each time there's motion in that particular area, I'm going to see that motion associated with that camera. Now, this is not a camera specific feature. This will work on any camera that is built within Pico. So whether it's an analog camera, an IP camera, that doesn't matter. This feature of Smart Search is also available on the mobile app. You would draw a square with your finger and it would do the same thing that you're seeing right now. You would see the red tick marks on the timeline and it would help you, comb through video much quicker. Okay, another feature I'd like to talk to you about is what we call zoom windows. So I'm going to grab a parking lot camera here. I'm going to remove Smart Search. Okay, so zoom windows, what this allows you to do is almost create the feeling like you have multiple cameras based off of one camera, right? Or a source camera. So say you have a higher quality camera, but you want to make it feel and act and create a layout like you have multiple cameras. So pretend like, obviously this is a parking lot, but let's say I wanted to utilize this camera for some zoom windows. So what I can do is create the zoom window, click the zoom window, and I can draw boxes where I want those different zoom windows, right? So I'll highlight a few cars here and I'll pick the middle one too, just for fun. Okay, so now what I can do is I can move these around within my layout, and I'll move this camera up. So now if I wanted to create a camera layout kind of like this, I would have this look and feel of, okay, this is based on one camera, but it almost looks like I have, four total cameras here. Now, at any time, if I needed to, I can move these zoom windows around and it'll help me. Now, right now, I'm currently at live, but if I were to scroll up and zoom back a little bit, right, now all of those cameras move with me, right, along that timeline. And if I were to move up and watch this person walking across the sidewalk, I'm able to capture that all within a zoom window. So again, it gives you the feeling of having multiple cameras all based on one camera. Now, obviously this is a digital zoom. So if you're starting with a lower quality camera, your zoom is going to be not as great, right? The quality's not going to be there. But if you have a higher quality camera, when you create these zoom windows, it's going to give you that experience you're looking for. Okay, and last feature I wanted to go over is what we call dewarping. Some people call this a 360 camera. Some people call it a fisheye camera. At the end of the day, it's kind of the same look and feel, right? It almost look like you're looking through a fishbowl. So from here, while this camera is great and it gives you a very good view, and if I were to, come back a little ways and I look, you're going to see motion and you're going to see people moving around. The challenge is it's very difficult to make anything out, right? To see exactly what's going on. Now, within Piko, and I'm going to pause this video real quick, within Piko, it gives us the ability to dewarp this camera. So what I can do is click the dewarp button, and now this 360 camera, as I can move around, is starting to really look and feel like a normal, typical camera that you'd be used to. Now, by default, it gives me 90 degrees. I can click here and it'll give me 180. I can click again and it'll give me 360. I'm going to go back to 90, and I can also zoom in and I can zoom out as well. And then I was just clicking on my mouse to move that area around, right? Now, I can dewarp on live view. So if I go to live, this is live right now. Or if I want to go back to recorded footage, I can do that as well. This feature as well is available on the mobile app. So say you have a 360 camera and you're viewing it on your mobile app, you just pinch zoom like you would on a photo, and it'll automatically peel that camera apart and dewarp that camera for you. Then you move your finger to move the camera around, just like I was with the mouse earlier. Now, cool feature that I like showing is not only the dewarping and the 360, but pairing that up with a zoom window, right? So I'm going to go to live view. So say I have this camera and I want to create a couple zoom windows off of this camera. If I draw a box, a zoom window box here, you're going to see what happens is this actually creates a dewarped zoom window. So I could almost do something like this. Move these cameras around a little bit. I can almost do something like this where it almost gives you the look and feel again, like I have my fisheye and I'm seeing everything, but at the same time, I have these zoomed in camera views through the zoom window. So it almost looks like I have three totally separate cameras here, but they're all related. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys. We got plenty of other videos coming up, so look forward to talking to you. Thanks. Thank you for watching Piko Tutorials. If you'd like to watch more how-to videos around Piko, please click here for our tutorials channel. Or you can visit us at pikovms.com for more documentation and downloads.